Ben Wise here. Today I want to go over one of our benchmark fitness tests. This is a 200-foot handstand walk for time. So I want you to split this up, or you will split this up, 8 lengths of 25 feet each, because that is how open and most qualifiers are going to test it, right? They're going to chunk it into 25-foot sections. And then I also want you to put down a cone every 5-foot increment, because again, that's what open and qualifiers will do, is they'll have you, if you don't get both hands past the line or past the cone and you fall, you have to back up prior to that cone and start back up, or prior to that line and start back up. So, yeah, that's the first thing, is that the actual standard is kicking up behind the line. So the line's right here. I have to make sure both my hands are kicking up behind it. None of my fingers can touch, and then I move forward, rather than the game standard where you can kick up over the line and gain like 3 feet every time. We're gonna be going over the open standard, which is kicking up behind the line. So that's probably the first important thing to note. And then again, you have to have both hands cross the line before your feet touch the ground for it to count, or you got to go back and restart. So 5-foot increments at a time. So that's how you'll dictate that. So this workout has a 12-minute time cap, and it's really completely individualized whether you're going to be close to that time cap or not. Some people are, have that movement where it's not very fatigue resistant, and they're probably going to get really sloppy and fail a lot of reps, where they're going to probably be time capped. And other people, the movement is very fatigue resistant. They're very comfortable in their hands. They can move quickly while they're upside down and inverted, and they're quite confident, right? So it really just depends on the level of the athlete and your comfortability on your hands. So I would say most sort of open level athletes are going to be sub 90 seconds per length, where they're finishing under the time cap. However, there's some people who make it to a higher level who still can't really walk in their hands, and they just happen to get through because they didn't get tested on that particular year. So I would say for most like quarterfinal level athletes, anywhere from like 3 to 6 minutes on here, which is again is a pretty big range, is probably proficient for that level. So that's anywhere from 22 to 45 seconds per length. For a semifinal level athlete, I would say anywhere from like 2 to 3 minutes is probably safe. And that's 15 to 22 seconds per length. So it's definitely squeezed in now because they have to be much more proficient. That's going to get tested for them quite a bit. And then like games level athletes, sub 2 minutes for sure. They're quite comfortable and confident walking quickly on their hands, not just being upside down for a period of time. So that's sub 15 seconds of length. I've had plenty of people test this. I've had several under 2 minutes. So yeah, if you want to be that level and caliber of athlete, that's where you need to be, is sub 15 seconds per 25-foot length, and then to repeat that 8 times consecutively. So that's really what I'm looking at, is like, what is your ability to be able to move well under fatigue in the handstand walk specifically? And not just that, but for the higher level athlete, can you move quickly when you're under fatigue? So best of luck.